Okay, so I am going to do a real quick video. I have Rose over here. She just got done with her bath and blow dry and brushed. She's going to stay here until in the morning when we start the journey to her forever home. And I am just going to kind of go over what I put into the go home bags. Each bag is different depending on, you know, driving distance, if you're close, if you're far away, if you're having to go on an airplane. There are just different things. We are going to drive about 6 hours from Illinois, halfway to Texas. We have her owners coming from Texas, driving 6 hours, so we're meeting them halfway. And these are some of the things that I'm going to be putting into the bag. First off, it is the bag. And I do like to color coordinate everything so that way it all matches. So her color is silver. So everything's kind of like the silver or gray color. That way, whenever I get like folders and stuff, I know whose is what. So first off, they will come with a toy and a blanket, and I will rub these against Mom and the other dogs here so they have a scent on them. I do send them with potty pads that they can either put in a kennel or however they're getting the puppy. If they're holding it, they can put this in a lap or put it in a floorboard. I strongly suggest to everybody who's getting puppies to use a kennel or some kind of crate to transport puppies, especially if it's a longer distance. I do have my travel crate for puppies and my travel pack, and I will be doing another video on that. But I do think it's better to actually have a puppy in a crate or in some kind of confined space, so that way they don't have free roam of a vehicle while you're driving. So besides the toy and the blanket, I do put in a couple poop bags, because especially with the longer drive, it can get messy. Now, speaking of poop, I also do put in a couple of Ziploc bags, because if you have to stop on the side of the road and clean up a mess, there's no trash cans. So instead of it just flinging out, you know, I know that most people want to just kind of throw it out on the side of the road, but please don't do that. If they have a pad or poops, I got these Ziploc bags here that are really good of keeping odors contained. So I will give them a bag or two so that way they can keep any kind of mess, throw up, poop, any kind of that in a Ziploc bag until they can get either to a gas station and throw it away or get home and throw it away. I do partner with Purina and Taste of the Wild. Taste of the Wild is the brand of food I actually do use. I give samples of the Taste of the Wild when they go home. I give the Taste of the Wild pamphlet for all the different foods. If somebody does have a Purina where they want to use Purina instead of Taste of the Wild, that's something that I will definitely let them know about. You know, especially if they, you know, are more into this food, that's fine. But I do not use it on my dogs. I do, again, like I said, I love the things that I put in here from Purina. This is a Purina empty bag for dog food. Since I don't use the Purina dog food, what I do is I'll send this home in the bag. And if somebody's using my Taste of the Wild, well, since I'm using Taste of the Wild, if somebody's using another Purina dog food or something else, they can add some of their dog food in here and add some of my Taste of the Wild, shake it and mix it up. So that way they can gradually, you know, go over to the dog food that they're on. This right here is an awesome thing to have in a puppy kit. It's all of your vet records. I do not put the first vet record in here with mine. All of my vet records are in the folder that will go home with you. but it does have a cool folder where you can keep all your receipts and stuff, and it's extremely organized, and I love it. That's why there are good things about Purina. You know, the food, I just don't. I do have a preference on Taste of the Wild food, but Purina is another good food. I also do have a small puppy leash, and I also do have a lead. The lead is a little bit different than the leash. It's shorter, and it's what I have them try to wear whenever they're first at home, you know, so you can put it on and they can run around the house with it without being snagged. Me and my kids try to give you a kind of like a thank you gift. It's a little keychain. Some people do put it on the dog's collar and actually takes pictures with it, which is super cool. So this is kind of an overview. They also do come home with their folder, and I'm not going to go over all the paperwork in here, but I am going to go over and let you see the front page is their information page. And right now, like I said, Miss Silver here, we call her Rose, but we don't actually call her Rose by name. Rose is just a name that we use for us. But all of her pictures and her information on when she was posted. So, and there's also AKC papers in here, vet papers in here, other papers in there that are kept. You know, most people will put their vet folder in here and just take that whole thing to the vet, so that way it's more convenient. But like I said, this is just a basic go home bag, and you know, like I said, different folders for different colored puppies. And whenever puppies go home, I have all my information over there. I have my yearly puppy calendar that I write down who's going home, where, and what. But that's going to be the end of this video. If you have any suggestions on what else I should put into a puppy go home bag, or, you know, your comments or whatnot, keep everything pleasant and positive, please. And I'll see you in the next video.